an author has written a new account of the Queen's last days and said Her Majesty would not have appeared in a much-loved James Bond skit had her mother been alive due to feeling undignified. Giles Brandreth is set to release Elizabeth, an intimate portrait in December which documents Ian Greenshields' visit to Balmoral the weekend before her death. And the Queen's iconic James Bond appearance in 2012 was discussed, with the author speaking to her private secretary about the appearance. The Queen was known to be a fan of the famous James Bond films, but she was said to have stopped watching them when they got so loud, according to the author who shared part of the book in the Daily Mail. Her Majesty made an appearance in a sketch filmed with Daniel Craig which portrayed the 2012 Olympics in London. Daniel Craig was seen running up the stairs at Buckingham Palace before being greeted by two corgis, as the Queen's page ushered him into a room where he was greeted by the late monarch. It was said to be the Queen's idea to keep Bond waiting while she signed off a letter, before quoting, "Good evening, Mr. Bond." The famous clip received a lot of praise from royal fans at the time and has since consistently been shared on social media. Daniel Craig said she was a natural and that he was definitely more nervous than she was when filming the scene. Mr. Brandreth wrote, "Lord Janvrin, the Queen's former private secretary, told me he was sure the Queen wouldn't have done the stunt during the Queen Mother's lifetime." "Why?" I asked him. "Simply because she would have felt her mother wouldn't have approved, that it would have been a bit undignified." The Queen became less inhibited in several ways after her mother's death, in 2002, less constrained, more relaxed. The Queen starred in a few sketches, with her most recent airing in June to mark her Platinum Jubilee. The monarch was seen sitting down with Paddington Bear for tea and marmalade sandwiches, with the clip proving a hit with fans and her own great-grandchildren who watched the scene play out for the first time. The video was aired during the Platinum Party at the Palace concert. Prince George and Princess Charlotte's reactions went the most viral, with the Queen's great-grandchildren caught staring open-mouthed at the screen. Royal photographer Chris Jackson opened up about the moment on Instagram, posting, "That moment the Queen retrieved a marmalade sandwich from her handbag. What an evening, a privilege to be there." He went on to explain that it was Prince George who loved the video in particular, spotted laughing with Prince William in the audience. "Prince George absolutely loving the Paddington Bear moment last night." Jackson captioned a snap of the Cambridges laughing along,